Good morning, guys. How are you all doing? I hope you're all okay. Welcome to our assembly for today. And it's just a bit strange at the moment. We've had our first weekend where we've been in lockdown and all of these sorts of things. We couldn't go out to meet friends and stuff like that. So it's all been a little bit funny, a little bit strange, a little bit weird. And I hope that you're all doing okay with it. I hope that you all remembered the things that we talked about in our assembly on Friday, and see if you can remember what that theme was. Tell the adult that you're watching this with. That's right. It was too much selfie isn't healthy. And it's not about taking selfies with your phone, like we said. It's about being selfish. And it's about how being selfless is much better. So being part of a team, helping other people out. So have a think. How have you helped other people out over the past few days? What have you done? So well done to everybody who has done something. Well done to all those people who were part of a family team at home, who did some jobs, or who did things straight away when mum or dad asked them to, or who did their work even though they were feeling a little bit grumpy about it or a little bit miserable. So well done. Now, we've had to change everything that we're doing. You guys haven't come into school for this last week, or when you've come into school, it's been very, very different to what you'd expected. And the teachers have changed all of their plans and all of their things too, because we were all expecting to be in school to see all of you lovely people. So just like all of your teachers' lessons have changed because they're now being done online and through Meet and things like that, the plans that I've had have changed as well. And I was going to do an assembly today about people who inspire us. And we've done assemblies like that before, and I've read you really cool stories about really amazing people like Harriet Tubman, who else have we talked about? All sorts of people. We talked about athletes, we've talked about mathematicians, we've talked about writers, we've talked about Mo Farah, we've talked about astronauts like John Glenn and Neil Armstrong, we've talked about Rosa Parks, loads and loads of people. So that was my plan. But then I thought, I'm going to have to change that because we've all had to stay at home, and I'm sitting in my spare room at the moment recording this assembly for you. So I thought, how can I change my plans to make it right for you? But the assembly was supposed to be about inspiring people, people who we think are amazing. So who could I think who's amazing that I could tell you about? And then I thought, I've got it. I think because of the way you guys have been working over the past few days, and because of how wonderful you've been with your too much selfie isn't healthy and helping out at home, I think every single one of you is absolutely brilliant. I think you're all working really hard and you're all being amazing. And as your head teacher, I am really, really proud of every single one of you for being so amazing for mums and dads, for being so amazing for your teachers and your teaching assistants in school. So I am going to tell you a little bit of a story about somebody else who is amazing, somebody else who is absolutely brilliant, because each one of you inspires me. Sometimes the grown-ups in your lives get a little bit sad, get a little bit fed up, and we can think, oh, I can't go out and see my mates. I can't go and go to the park or whatever we want to do. And then we have to think as well, what can we do to make ourselves feel better? So I was inspired by all of you guys being amazing. So I want to share some of that a little bit with you. I'm going to show you a bit of a story. So I'm going to present my screen, and here we go. So here's my story. This is about Madeline. Madeline was 6 years old. She was a sunshiny girl. She was smiley and giggly and bouncy, and she was loved by many people. I love you, Madeline, said her daddy. You always try your best. Well done, Madeline, said Miss Poppet, her teacher. You're so scrumptious. We love you so much, whispered her mummy. These words of love made the light inside of Madeline shine brightly, brighter than the stars twinkling in the sky. They made her feel like she was floating in a rainbow bubble, high into the sun-filled air. They made her feel very happy, like she could fly to the moon in a rocket ship. Yep, Madeline was a very happy little girl, most of the time. Madeline had a secret friend called Maddie. Maddie's voice was exactly like Madeline's, but just a little bit smaller. Maddie was a wonderful friend to have because she told Madeline fantastic things. When Madeline listened to Maddie, she felt good about herself. Maddie said, "Madeline, you always try your best. You're so brave." And Madeline did feel brave. "Madeline, you're getting better and better at reading every day. Keep practicing. Well done." And Madeline did get better and better at reading. "Madeline, you're so good at trying with your sums. Look how many you got right. Well done. You're learning so quickly." And Madeline did get better at her sums. "Madeline, so many people want to be your friend because you're so clever, kind, and funny." And more people did want to play with Madeline because she smiled more, laughed more. The light inside of her shone brightly, and she was fun to be around. Madeline liked listening to Maddie. It made her feel brave, happy, fantastic, sparkly, shiny, special, as tall as a tree, clever, amazing, talented, colourful, important, bright, like a beautiful firework bursting in the night sky, smiley, wonderful, strong, unique, loved, safe, as spectacular as a butterfly. Have a think and see who you've got in your life who makes you feel like that when they say these lovely things to you. Okay? Maybe you should tell them that's how they make you feel as well. Madeline liked listening to Maddie. It made her feel like she could do anything, and the light inside her would shine as brightly as the sun. Now, Madeline also had a secret friend called Midge. Midge's voice was exactly like Madeline's, but just a little bit smaller. Midge wasn't a very good friend to have at all. Midge told Madeline horrible lies. When Madeline listened to Midge, she worried and didn't feel good about herself. Midge told Madeline, "This book is too hard. You can't read it. You're not as good at sums as you thought." And Madeline became less confident at reading and doing her sums. "You're stupid and ugly. Nobody wants to be your friend." And fewer children wanted to play with Madeline because she didn't smile or laugh very much, and the light inside of her was growing dim. She wasn't as much fun to be around, and she felt as though she was standing under a big grey sky. She felt as if her tummy was crawling with bugs of all shapes and sizes, wriggling around inside her, making her as sad and heavy as a rain cloud, grey, grumpy, frightened, as quiet as a mouse, invisible, tearful, nervous, as lost as a feather on a stormy wind, ugly, flat, lonely, afraid, as scared as a tortoise hiding in his shell, as tiny as an ant, like a sad, saggy balloon that has lost all of its air. Madeline didn't like listening to Midge. Midge made Madeline feel useless and upset. Madeline felt very tired, and Midge started to talk to her more than usual. Midge talked and just wouldn't stop. All of the sad and horrible things that Midge said started to fill Madeline's head. This made Madeline feel dizzy and ill. Madeline listened and believed all the nasty things that Midge said. "You're not good enough, Madeline. You really are a joke. You are rubbish. Nobody likes you." Madeline had trouble sleeping. She couldn't think clearly. She snapped at the people around her. She cried for no reason. Soon, Madeline could not hear Maddie's voice clearly at all. One day, Madeline felt so upset and lost, she climbed up into her mummy's lap. Madeline told Mummy how unhappy and scared she felt. "Mummy, I wish I knew a magic spell to be rid of Midge, so that I could only listen to Maddie's kind words. I'm worried the light inside of me has gone out." She buried her head into Mum's tummy, and she cried and cried. "Sweetheart, you need to listen to me now because I have a very important secret to tell you," said Mummy. "I know the magic to make Midge go away." Madeline gasped. What could the secret be? Madeline leaned in close and listened carefully to what Mummy had to say. "The magic is inside you, Madeline." Madeline felt confused, but then Mummy told her something truly amazing. "The magic is that all you have to do is stop listening to Midge's lies. This will take away her power, and she will start to disappear. Soon she'll be gone, and the light inside of you will shine like the brightest of stars." Right then and there, from that moment onwards, Madeline made up her mind to only listen to Maddie, no matter how hard Midge tried to be heard. Madeline chose to believe all the wonderful things that Maddie said, and decided to be happy. And now and then, Midge tried telling Madeline more lies. Shush, Midge, that's enough, said Madeline. I can do it. You can't tell me how to feel anymore. You're rubbish, not me. And just like a bursting bubble, Midge went pop. Her voice disappeared. And, well done, Madeline, Maddie sang out. You're so wonderful and brave. You're a superstar. You can do anything. You should be so proud of yourself. Madeline beamed with delight, ran over to Mummy and hugged her tight. Then, with a skip and a smile, she ran outside into the garden to play, happy, giggling, and strong. And from that day onwards, there were still times when Midge would try to reappear and make Madeline feel bad. But Madeline was clever. She remembered that she had the magic power inside of her to choose, and she would listen to Maddie and tell Midge to shush. Madeline's days were then filled with laughter, happiness, and love, and the light inside of her shone beautiful and bright once more. So there we go, guys. It's a lovely story, all about somebody who is determined to be as confident as they can be. Now, you guys have got a hard job ahead of you. We've all got to stay at home. We've all got to do our best to be indoors all the time or in our gardens and not see the people that we want to see. And sometimes that can make us feel sad. It can make us feel a bit lonely. And we've all got that voice in our head that makes us feel a little bit bad. But we've also got that other voice in our head. And actually, what you guys have got is other voices as well. You've got the voices of people in your family. You've got my voice. You've got the voices of your teachers who tell you that you are absolutely brilliant. You are absolutely amazing. And I can't make you be amazing on my own. And if your mum and dad help me, and your teachers help me, and your friends help me, we still can't make you be amazing. There's somebody that needs to help us to make you amazing. Who do you think that is? That's right, it's you. You've got to be amazing. You've got to work at it. And that's why I chose this story for our story about people who inspire us today, because you are fantastic. You are inspirational. You are absolutely brilliant. And I can tell you all of these things, but then you have to go and be it. So today and tomorrow and the next day and the day after that, I want you to go off and be absolutely amazing. Go off and be absolutely brilliant. Be full of fun and laughter. Be really helpful and be part of your family team. Really work at all those difficult maths problems, all that amazing reading and writing that your teachers ask you to do. And when you find it hard and when you find it difficult to do the maths or the English or whatever, you sit there and you go, yeah, I'm cleverer than I was yesterday. My brain is better than it was yesterday. I'm even more amazing than I was yesterday, because that's what each and every single one of you are. So there you go. That's your job for this week. Be a little bit more amazing than you were the day before. Okay? Have a lovely, lovely rest of the day, guys. I will see you all soon. If you're in school, I will see you next day. And if you're not in school, then work hard for your teachers and be absolutely brilliant for mums and dads. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all soon. Bye-bye.